Hello learners, now here we are in part 3 of the chapter 1 sets. Now in the first part we saw how what is a set and also how to write whether an element belongs to a set or if it does not belongs to a set. In the part 2 we learned how to represent a set. Like in the first part, in the part 2 we learned rooster form or tabular form. Here in part 3 you are going to learn set builder form. You already learned tabular form or rooster form in part 2, right? So here we are in the set builder form, and let's get started. What exactly is the set builder form? In set builder form, all the elements of a set possess a common single property or single common property. Okay, single common property which is not possessed by any element outside the set. Okay, that means what? Like in general you will see some trend, right? In a set you will see some trend in a set. For example, see, let's say you have 1 2 3 4. Now what is a trend that you see in this set? That there are these are first 4 natural numbers. That's what my trend is, that is what my pattern is, that is what the single common property is. That is what the single common property is. Understand it carefully. Whenever we are in the fundamentals, give some time to understanding what exactly the statements mean. Don't just put them aside, they have meaning. So all the elements of a set possess a common single property. So whenever you are given a set and you are asked to write it in set builder form, try to find out the single common property. What is that common property that is there only for the elements in the set and not any element outside the set? You should not miss out any element. Like it should not be that some element of the set gets left out. No, all the elements of the set must be included whenever you are writing it in set builder form. For example, consider the set of vowels A, E, I, O, U. Now in the set of vowels, I for sure know that there is not going to be an element B in it. I will obviously you will not find B in the set of vowels, right? Now let's say I want to write it as in this is rooster form or tabular form, right? I want to write it in set builder form. Now just observe this set. What is the common property that is possessed by the elements of the set? That each one is a vowel in English alphabet. Each element or object is a vowel in English alphabet. That's my single common property, and that covers all the 5 elements. Does that cover all the 5 elements? Yes, it definitely covers all the 5 elements, and no other element outside the set will possess this. You got it? Be specific. So all the elements of the set must possess a common property, and the common property is that they are a vowel in English alphabet. What is that? Each element is a vowel in English alphabet. You get it? You get it? Once again, once again. Stay focused, stay focused. No other alphabet possesses this property apart from the 5 elements mentioned in the set. Bingo! No other element possesses this property. So how do we write it? We write it as X such that X is a vowel in English alphabet. Now it covers it. How does this come and what is the system or what are the rules that we have to follow while writing a set in set builder form? Let's go to the next slide. First, we describe the element of the set by the letter X. Now here, this you see, right, this X. So what is this? This is representing an element of the set. This is representing an element of the set. We read it as X such that. Now what does this call? Not just X, you can use Y, you can use Y such that, Z such that. It is totally okay. But in general, we are used to using the element X. So trend follows the same trend, history repeats. Okay, chalo. Next we put a colon. Okay, next we write the characteristic property possessed by the elements. What is this characteristic property? Characteristic property is that same single common property, and enclose the whole description within braces, flower brackets. So we read it as X such that X is a vowel in English alphabet. The set of all X such that X is a vowel in, this braces also need to be indicated, right? So the braces indicate a set, the set of all x such that x is a vowel in English alphabet. This is how it is read. I hope it makes sense. Sometimes, we do not say this, the set of all x such that we directly say. Kind of okay in, verbal discussions, but definitely not okay in written form. Whenever you are writing somewhere in your boards or somewhere else, you have to clearly mention this, that the set of all x such that x is a vowel in English alphabet. You need to be a little posh, dude. A little posh, okay? Okay, let's come back. Now, here are some more examples to give you better understanding. X such that x is a natural number less than 7. What will be, capital A? The set of all x such that x is a natural number lesser than 7. What will it be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next. X such that x is a consonant in English alphabet. This is a set builder form. If you'll write it in tabular form or rooster form, will A be there? No, because A is a vowel, it's not a consonant. B, C, D, not E, because E is a vowel. So B, C, D, F, G, H, not I, J, dot, 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 till X, Y, Z. I'm not writing all of them. The dot, dot, dot means, right, what it means. That shows our laziness. Obviously, we cannot, but they are like, 21 consonants. That's just too much, right, to write. That's just too much. Now, example 4. This is an interesting one. See. C is we are given a set. The set contains 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay, now write it in set builder form. Okay, get started. Come on, let's get started. See, first what we have to do, identify the single common property. Single common property. What is a single common property? From what I see, that these are natural numbers and they are odd numbers. Superb. And they're odd numbers less than 10. So C is T such that, here you see I've used a different variable T, because you can use T, D, anything is fine. The set of all T such that T is an odd natural number less than 10. Fine. Again, this is the common property, single common property for the elements of this set. I can also write it as Z such that Z is an odd natural number less than 11. That is also okay, right? What are odd natural numbers less than 11? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Obviously you will not include 11 because 11 is not less than 11. Hoi, 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 hoi. Okay, next. I can also write it as W such that W is an odd whole number less than 11. Obviously, right, if it is instead of natural number I use odd whole number. 0 is obviously not an odd number, so you will not include it in this set, right? So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So you see the same rooster form can be written in so many set builder forms. Again, you can also write it as x such that x is equal to 2w plus 1, where w is a whole number less than 5. Now what does it mean? W is a whole number less than 5, so w will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bingo! Oh yeah, got it, man. Yo. So now if you'll put w as 0, you'll get 1. Next, w as 1, then 2 into 1 plus 1, that's 3. So it will cover this set. Also, you can write it like, sir, I don't want all this. I want something posh. Posh. I'm a posh person. So this is that posh. You see. Y such that y is equal to 2w plus 1, where w belongs to capital W whole numbers and 0 less than or equal to w less than or equal to 4. Okay. Come on. So I hope with this example 4, your understanding about the set builder form at least improved a little. The more questions, the better understanding. Now, okay, so I have 2 questions for you in this video. Try to pause the video after I show the question, okay, and think about it. If you get all the 2 questions right, tell me in the comments box. Even if you don't get also, it's fine. Tell me something in the comments box. Fine. So this is question 1. Write it in set builder form. Come on guys, come on girls, write it in set builder form. So pause the video and think. Okay, now here is the answer. Here, what is the single common property? To write it in set builder form, I need to get the single common property. what to do, what not to do, what not to do, what to do, ultimately what you should do. Okay, so this I can write it like 8 is 2 cube, 27 is 3 cube, 64 is 4 cube, 125 is 5 cube, oh ho. 6 cube, 7 cube, okay, balle balle. So 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube till 7 cube. Now how to write it? X is such that, now here you see, here I'm writing my x in terms of another variable. Till now, you see till in this questions, in these two examples, like in these two, you see I used a third variable instead of using directly telling something about x. Like here in these three, in the first three examples, I directly described it, but you can also write it in terms of another variable and describe that variable. That is also totally okay. So here I'm writing it as x is equal to n cube. So let me eliminate this. This is coming in the way. X is equal to n cube, where n belongs to capital N and n is less than it. So what all values can n take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube, 5 cube, 6 cube and 7 cube. And hence our set is done. Now next question is a little interesting one. Let's see how many of you will get it right. Okay. Now write this in set builder form. Write this in set builder form. Pause the video and think. Okay, now let's go to solution. Is there some pattern or something? What to think? See, this element, from this element I cannot identify the pattern. Let me see these four. Okay, let me see these four. Now you see I have 2 here, I have 5. What is 5? 5 is 1 plus 4, 1 plus 2 square. So 1 plus 2 square by 2. This is like 10. 1 plus 3 square by 3. See, this I can write as 1 plus 3 square by 3. This I can write as 1 plus 4 square by 4. So you are getting right. So this I can write it as 1 plus 4 by 2, 1 plus 9 by 3, and again 1 plus 2 square by 2, 1 plus. Now based on this pattern, this guy or girl can be written as 1 plus 1 square by 1, 1 plus 1 square by 1. So the pattern is x is equal to 1, x such that x is equal to 1 plus n square by n, where n belongs to n, and 1 less than or equal to n less than or equal to 5. You need not even mention this also. You can directly write where n is less than or equal to 5, or if you don't like less than or equal to, you can write it like n less than 6. It is totally fine. It is totally fine. Okay, boys and girls, thank you very much for listening up till now. ありがとうございました。ここまで聞いてくれて。少し日本語を試しました。それだけです。では、またお会いしましょう。Thank you.